This is a disguised veto, but an even more impervious one that indeed merits a discussion amongst the wider membership, without giving any due justification, is uncalled for and smacks of doublespeak when it comes to the Council's commitment in tackling the challenge of terrorism. The selection of chairs of subsidiary bodies and distribution of pen holderships must be made through a process which is open, which is transparent, which is based on exhaustive consultations and with a more integrated perspective. This is a disguised veto, but an even more impervious one that indeed merits a discussion amongst the wider membership. For genuine, evidence-based listing proposals for globally sanctioned terrorists to be blocked without giving any due justification is uncalled for and smacks of doublespeak when it comes to the Council's commitment in tackling the challenge of terrorism. Thirdly, the selection of chairs of subsidiary bodies and distribution of pen holderships must be made through a process which is open, which is transparent, which is based on exhaustive consultations and with a more integrated perspective. The consensus of the E10 on chairs of subsidiary bodies to be assumed by the E10 themselves must be absolutely honored by the P5. Fourthly, as one of the largest troop contributing countries, my delegation would like to reiterate that the concerns of the troop and police contributing countries should be taken into consideration for better implementation of peacekeeping mandates. Fifthly, there is a need to review the agenda of the Council and remove obsolete and irrelevant items from the agenda of the Security Council. Note 507 on procedural matters provides ample guidance on this. In a nutshell, Mr. President, UNGA Decision 62/557, which all member states subscribe to, has identified 5 pillars for comprehensive reform, of which improvement in working methods is one. However, it is also imperative to note that working methods do not stand in isolation, as they have an organic linkage to other clusters, including on the relationship with the General Assembly and discussions on the veto. Therefore, unless we address the issue in its entirety, a piecemeal approach would fail to offer a holistic solution. In addition, Mr. President, as we discuss the working methods, we also witness an equitable representation-sized whole in the Security Council between the P5 and E10. What we therefore need is a Security Council that better reflects contemporary realities, the geographical and developmental diversity of the multipolar world of today, including the voices of the developing countries and unrepresented regions like Africa, Latin America, and the vast majority of Asia and the Pacific. For this, an expansion of the Council in both categories of membership is absolutely essential. Mr. President, we can no longer hide behind the smokescreen of the intergovernmental negotiations by delivering entrenched national positions in a process which has no time frame and no text. We should embark upon the only established process in the United Nations, which is by engaging in negotiations based on text and not through speaking at each other or past each other, as we have done for the past 3 decades. As the threats to international peace and security evolve, Mr. President, so must this Council.
From breaking news, detailed analysis, in-depth interviews and explainers, follow the Times of India. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to like our videos and hit the bell icon to stay updated with the latest.